Dustin Anderson on his outside, the 96 of Jackson Sadoff.
Starting inside row number 3 is going to be the 81 machine of Mike Densberger to his outside, and the 60, the 4th, that's Anthony Roth, and starting shotgun on the field with hand controls, the 96J of Johnny the Jet Sadoff. Stand up, stomp your feet, get rowdy. Modified heat race number 1 coming at ya.
Cole Wayman leads him into turn number 1. Rodney Stopek right there in the 1RS. Anderson looking underneath Stopek. Anderson's got the spot. Here comes Roth with a good run through the middle down the back stretch. Roth's up to 3rd. 3-car battle for 4th. Oh, wow. Stopek dug into the ground. His wheel was up on top of the 96 of Jackson Sadoff. But we stay clean and green as Cole Wayman leads him into turn 3.
Definitely develops a push in the 1RS. Anthony Roth brings it down into the 2nd spot. Cole Wayman checking out on the field. Battle shaping up for 2nd between Anthony Roth and the A-train of Dustin Anderson. Anderson pushes a little too high through 1 and 2. That's going to hold the advantage back for the 8A machine. Cole Wayman clicks off another one this time by. It's going to be 7 to go. Wayman, Roth, Anderson, Densberger, Jackson Sadoff, Johnny Sadoff, Rodney Stopek rounding out the field.
Cole Wayman, Anthony Roth, Dustin Anderson, Mike Densberger, Jackson Sadoff, Johnny Sadoff, and Rodney Stopek. That's how they run with 5.5 laps left to go.
Off of corner number 4 this time by. It's going to be Cole Wayman, 5 laps remaining for Wayman. Roth. Densberger quickly being challenged by the junior jet. Jackson Sadoff mounts a strong challenge down the back straightaway. Not quite going to be enough this time by as Anthony Roth continues to close on Cole Wayman with just 4 laps to go. Roth really liking the low side. Cole Wayman not afraid to take it up high. About 3 car lengths separate through 3 and 4 this time by. It's going to be 3 laps remaining. If Roth wants it, he's going to have to go out and fight for it.
Anthony Roth, a former track champion at Eagle Raceway, putting a lot of pressure on the young gun, the 18W of Cole Wayman. Wayman holding on to it though, out of turn number 4, 2 laps left to go.
Cole Wayman not only doing double duty between this Nebraska Lottery Modified and the Twin Rivers Race Saver Sprint Car, but he's also told me he's going for the National Points Championship this year in your IMCA Modified division. Looking like a great start for the evening for the 18W of Cole Wayman, and he's got 1 lap to hold off Anthony Roth, Mike Densberger, and the junior jet, Jackson Sadoff. Handsomely through turn 3 and off of corner number 4. Heat race number 1 is going to go to the 18W of Cole Wayman. Anthony Roth in the 60 IV brings it home in the 2nd spot. Mike Densberger and Jackson Sadoff rounding out your top 4. We're going to give a little special plug here because we just got a tasty little sample of tonight's adult drink special. Rum, chata, and root beer.
Rollin' root beer available in the East Beer Stand.
Not for this heat race, for the night.
For the night.
For the night.
That's like drink number 8 on that root beer, that Rollin' root beer. God, that is delicious. Get yourself one now.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Kurt,
I got a little limp biscuit
Kurt,
for
can
just
you grab
a second.
that? Let's do that for the features.
All right, let's try it again. Green flag is out. Jeremy Baker in the 3J with the early advantage. Rolling down into turns 1 and 2. Harker not too happy about getting sent back a spot, so he's going to try to set his sights on the 2nd spot. Norm Ziegenbein pushes high to the outside. That's going to open the door for the 24 of Terry Hurt. If I'd have been a little bit quicker, that would have rhymed. But in the meantime,
battle for the race lead off turn number 2 down the backstretch.
great 3-wide battle. Harker liking the low side. Jeremy Baker likes it up top. The momentum's going to be on Baker's side as they go by this time. Hard charging Sean Harker, really liking this low side of the racetrack. Baker pushes too high through 1 and 2, and boy, that's going to cost him the lead. Hand it over to Sean Harker. Give the 2nd spot to Terry Hurt, but Baker's not going to give that up very easily. 2nd spot's going to go to the 24T.
Sean Harker, Terry Hurt, Jeremy Baker. Battle is for 4th. Ziegenbein's got it. Anderson and Holman won it.
Meanwhile, this time by Sean Harker's going to bring the field down to 6 laps to go. It's Harker, Hurt, and and the battle ensues down below. We got a battle starting to shape up for the lead. In the meantime, third and fourth give third spot to the 27 of Clint Holman. Shift your eyes back towards 3 and 4 as the battle for the lead shapes up. Parker's going to check out by 2 car lengths that time by.
Sean Harker, a former sport modified track champion many times at Eagle Raceway, moved into the modified division full-time last year. Really, the last 2 weeks, I've been very impressed with his handling and getting a grasp on this modified division.
Especially,
it's not just a simple step up, it's a big step up from the sport mods to the modifieds.
Yeah, a huge change going over to that 4-bar rear suspension. Sean Harker's taken to it like a duck to water as he holds off a wily veteran in the 24T of Terry Hurt. Sounds like we got one around in turn number 3. Oh no. We're gonna try to keep this one clean and green,
caution.
but it's not gonna stay lit, and caution is out.
Thought he was going to save it for a minute there. That's the 99W, a Hunter Weber that went around.
Hunter making his return to racing after at least a couple months, maybe a half a season off.
All right, let's dig in deep here. We'll do the drawing and then we'll announce it next. James?
All right, Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand. 3-lap war to settle the score. Off of turn 4. Man, I am all full of rhymes tonight anyways. Back to the racing action. You've got Terry Hurt on the low side. He's going to try and get around Harker. They nearly touch off of corner number 2. We'll see what the contact looked like this time by off of corner number 4, but as of right now, that spot's going to go to the 24T of Terry Hurt. A little bit of right rear quarter damage for the 24T machine as the 3-wide battle ensues for the second spot behind him. In the meantime, it's Harker. Holman looking at the third spot. Chad Anderson not going to take no that easily. White flag's out, 1 lap to go.
Harker and Holman holding on to that second and third spot respectively, but Anderson not going away on the inside. White flag final time out of turn number 4, picking up the win, the 24T, Terry Hurt. In second, the 40 of Sean Harker, bringing it home in third, the 27 of Clint Holman, and your fourth finisher, the 8C, Chad Anderson.
Lighting Motorsports, located in Lincoln, Nebraska, supports racers with basic to advanced setups utilizing a pull-down rig and other setup tools. If you're interested in getting into the sport or improving your racing program, give Lighting Motorsports a call or follow them on Facebook.
Row number 2 to the inside, the 4B, Brandon Verbeek, and the 3T, Nate Thompson to the outside.
Row number 3 is going to be the 5S of Bob Zobek to his outside, and the X52, that's Sean Manning. And starting shotgun on the field in the 05, that's Paul Nagel.
I think they filled mine only halfway full.
Either that or you just drink way faster than I do. Maybe I'm just talking too much. All right, heat number 3 is underway. The early advantage is going to go to Pella, but Dieterding's going to mount a strong challenge down the back straightaway. Good battle going on. Pella has the lead. Ooh, a little bit of a slip for Dieterding. That's going to make this battle all that more interesting. Off of corner number 4, give the spot to Pella. Second to Dieterding as he pushes up high. Nate Thompson trying to get around the 13J.
Great 3-car battle there for the runner-up spot. Out of turn number 4. Second place will go to Nate Thompson. Then it's Brandon Verbeek and Bob Zobek. Zobek on the low side slips a little bit. He's going to fall back to 5th as Dieterding got the 4th spot back. 7 laps left to go now. Aaron Pella, Nate Thompson, Brandon Verbeek, Jared Dieterding, and Bob Zobek, your top 5.
Little bit of a slip for Aaron Pella at that time through 1 and 2. That's going to allow the field to catch up on this battle for the lead. Pella's going to hang on to it, but it's starting to shape up for second between Thompson and Verbeek as they roll through 1 and 2. Thompson holds the advantage off the exit of 2 and down the back straightaway. Pella just out for a nice Saturday evening spin. Down the front straightaway this time by. That's going to be 5 laps remaining. Let's make some action happen as Nate Thompson continues to try and close the gap on that 3A of Aaron Pella.
Aaron Pella, Nate Thompson, Brandon Verbeek, Bob Zobek. That's your top 4. Everybody is moving on to the A. Then it's Jared Dieterding.
Brandon Verbeek mounting a great challenge through 3 and 4. That 4B machine really liking the high line. He's going to try and make the pass on Thompson. It's a dead heat down the front straightaway. Thompson low, Verbeek up high. Zobek's going to split the difference down the back straightaway, makes his way around Nate Thompson. Looks to the low side of Brandon Verbeek. That 4B has a lot of high line momentum, but give the spot to Bob Zobek.
2 laps left to go for Aaron Pella. I'll get it right one of these days. Aaron Pella, Bob Zobek, Brandon Verbeek, and Nate Thompson. Verbeek breaks loose on the high side of turns 3 and 4. That's going to move Nate Thompson up to the 3rd spot as the white flag waves. Zobek's looking for a big move off turn number 2. Down the backstretch they go, side by side. Pella and Zobek for the win out of turn number 4. Bob Zobek's gonna get it done.
How about that? A couple of old guys getting the job done in Bob Zobek and Aaron Pella. Both of those runners have been at it for a long time. Your 3rd place runner is going to be the 3T of Nate Thompson. Woo. And rounding out the top 4, Brandon Verbeek.
Good deal.
20 big laps getting ready to come at you for your Nebraska Lottery Mighty Modifieds.
Of course, if we get an opportunity, James, we're going to send it over and we're going to try to talk with Shane Hyatt, longtime modified driver throughout this area. Shane making his return back to the racetrack after having a medical issue last November. We're ecstatic to have him up in the booth. And green flag is out. And yellow flag is out. A little bit of an awkward start there, but that is number 7 on the 9, Eagle Raceway. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Take a drink.
Awkward. Make my own sound bite.
That's your track record, isn't it?
7?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 19. When did we get 19?
Quickly getting the field re-racked and restacked. Green lights go blinky, blinky. That means coming off of corner number 4, green flag will be back out. No laps completed, 20 to go. Cole Wayman and Sean Harker are going to light the fires and kick the tires off of corner number 4, and let's see this one.
Much better start for Cole Wayman. He's going to slide up the racetrack. Boy, it is slick going into 1. Sean Harker slid up the racetrack. Cole Wayman gets a big lead going into turn number 3. Harker's trying to fight back and take back that 2nd spot. Out of turn 4, he'll have it over Pella. Oh, wow. Good point.
Brandon Verbeek looking to mount a challenge for the 3rd spot on the outside of the 3A machine. Cole Wayman's going to click off another one. Sean Harker in the 2nd spot. Give 3rd to Brandon Verbeek.
And it just looks like an absolute, just slick as can be out there. You can see these guys are breaking loose and sliding up through the corners. But Cole Wayman is handling this lead like he's a veteran. Pulling away out of turn number 2, that it's Sean Harker, Brandon Verbeek, Clint Homan. Battle is for 5th. Sadoff and Pella going at it. Sadoff's going to have it out of turn number 4.
Clint Holman starting to close the gap between him and 3rd place running Brandon Verbeek. Brings it down to about a car length and a half down the back stretch. A lot closer this time through 3 and 4 off of corner number 4. Verbeek's going to hold the spot. But here comes Holman. Cole Wayman with a straightaway lead over Sean Harker. Then it's just about 10 car lengths between him and 3rd place running Brandon Verbeek. Aaron Pella drifts up high.
Cole Wayman's going to start to catch some lap traffic within about a half a lap. Rodney Stopek and Hunter Weber are battling for position, but they're about to be lap traffic as Wayman has caught him. 12 laps left to go. Wayman is absolutely gone. He just made contact with Hunter Weber. Now Wayman's gonna dive down low, trying to get by Stopek and Weber. They're holding him up.
That's gonna bring the battle for second closer and closer to Wayman's back bumper.
Oh, wow, Stopek just cut Wayman off. Sorry, James.
Oh, he's gonna try it again off of 2. Stopek drifts way high off of 4. Possible trouble for the 1RS. As Cole Wayman gets around that crowd, breathes a sigh of relief and continues to head towards the next batch of lap traffic. He's gonna try and make his way around Jared Dieterding and put him a lap down.
And alive, Cole Wayman is just blistering the field. 9 laps left to go. Cole Wayman, Sean Harker, Brandon Verbeek. Oh, Hunter Weber goes around, caution is out. The 99W of Hunter Weber goes around in front of the field, and they are forced to call a caution and wind this one down. Will woe things up just a little bit. Big thanks to Nebraska Lottery. You can win $1,000 a day or $25,000 a year, but you got to play lucky for life for Nebraska Lottery. 9 laps to settle it. Green flag is out.
Wayman with the advantage into 1. Harker trying to mount a challenge. Look out on the low side. Here comes Jackson Sadoff, makes his way around Brandon Verbeek for the 3rd spot. Jackson's gonna set his sights on the Shark. Off of corner number 4, Sean Harker's gonna hang on to that 2nd spot.
16-5. Oh, Densberger up into the wall. Turn number 1, middle of 1 and 2, and he might have some steering damage.
Yeah, it looks like the left front, not quite the way that it should be pointed. That one may need the help of the hook.
All right, now 8 laps for Cole Wayman to find his first modified victory of his career.
Eight remaining, better start for Sean Harker that time. He's gonna hang a little bit closer through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Look out, he's got a challenge to the outside, the Junior Jet. Jackson Sadoff is a man on a mission through 3 and 4. Cole Wayman's gonna lead this one. The Shark's gonna try and stay closer, and Jackson Sadoff's gonna settle right into 3rd.
Sadoff had the front end brake loose in the middle of 3 and 4. That allowed Harker to get back by. Big run for Verbeek. Brandon Verbeek gets around Anthony Roth. Oh, Sadoff! Jackson Sadoff really high out of turn number 4. I thought he was gonna tag the wall. 5.5 to go for Cole Wayman, Sean Harker, Jackson Sadoff. Anthony Roth gets back around Brandon Verbeek.
Verbeek's gonna try to look low on Roth this time by, but the advantage goes to the 60 IV as Cole Wayman has a 2-corner lead on the rest of the field. Sean Harker, Jackson Sadoff, Anthony Roth, and now Bob Zobek gets around Verbeek for 5th.
4 laps left to go. Cole Wayman has dominated this race. 2 restarts, hasn't slowed him down at all. He is checking out from the field. Last time by, he was the only car in the 16-second bracket. 16.7 last time, this time 16.9. He's actually getting faster.
Racetrack as a whole getting faster. It's really starting to see lap times creep right back on up. As this time by, Cole Wayman's gonna have 2 laps to go to hold off the Shark.
Great action shot down the front stretch from our friends from Advantage Racing TV. Cole Wayman again catching up to lap traffic. Jared Dieterding right in front of him. Wayman had a little bit of an issue getting around lap traffic last time, but there's so much of an advantage over Sean Harker that it's not going to matter. James, final time.
Final time around, entering through turn 3. Coming off of turn number 4, Eagle Raceway. Give it up for your winner out of Lincoln, Nebraska in the 18W. That's Cole Wayman.
Sean Harker brings it home in second. Anthony Roth in third. Jackson Sadoff in fourth.
Oh, thank you for that.
So one more time. Man, what a dominating win for Cole Wayman. His best lap was a 16.4 on lap number 14.